So when I was in the full flow of this job, before the pandemic, I would have really have struggled to have answered this question because a day to day routine was really hard it was something I used to fight because I'm somebody that needs routine. I perform better when I have a routine and structure, and something that I used to struggle with because of all of the travel, and I was here, there, and everywhere, and work loads would fluctuate so much. I struggled to really balance that routine. The pandemic has been something that's given me great opportunity to home in routine. So I do feel like I'm a lot more routines now than I ever have been. And I feel like I'm going to carry through I think for me, the fundamental part of any day is your morning routine. It's
Yep.
what you're doing in the morning and the time that you go to bed. So the time that you sleep and the actions that you take in the morning, they're the key things. And if you can implement the same morning routine wherever you are in the world, you should have an element of structure to your day, hopefully, fingers crossed, with allowing for the odd late night and late start. But lockdown's given me full day routines because it's given me the ability to be repetitive of what I do. So we've changed business structures during lockdown. So I've got an implemented structure to how I create content, when I create content, etc. And I've also done a lifestyle change. I personally am somebody that's really motivated to work. I spoke about this many times before. My dad is a workaholic. He's extremely hardworking. He owns his own law firm and he works hours like I've never seen before. Him and his wife just work. And when I was living at home, I remember I'd wake up in the mornings and my dad would be gone and I'd be getting ready for bed and my dad would be walking through the door. He would work some crazy hours. And I think that living at their house really gave me drive to want to have nice things in life. Yep. And appreciate the finer things in life. And so for me, that was, okay, so you need to work really, really hard to be able to have this. And I really want this. So I was motivated to put in the hours and put in the graft. And so when I started doing this job, I would really I'd give myself too much to do and I would, drive. And, it becomes unhealthy to do that. And, you can't sustain it for long periods. So I tried to implement routine. I couldn't do it because I was all over the place. And then lockdown happened. So I'm at lockdown and I'm like, right, I need to get my morning sorted. So Lydia gets up earlier than I do. She can get up at like 5:36 and I'm a late starter. So I've been fighting. So my alarm clock goes off at 6:30 in the morning. Yep. And I aim to have a gym session, which is nearly up to an hour long, a breakfast and my shower and my morning coffee. And then I'm in the office working by 9 o'clock. That's how my morning works. Now, my commitment to tasks and stuff it still exists in me. So I still overcommit. So I've actually recently I've been to the doctors and he said I've got high blood pressure. And it stems back from being overcommitted to doing things that I can't physically fit. And stress is commonly caused from, when things don't go the way you want them to. You're stressed out because I get stressed because I feel an element of pressure because I've said, I'll come on the podcast today and have a chat with you. I've also said that I'll, go to the garden centre with lids and I'll replace the whole floor throughout the house, and I'll also fix the roof, and I'll overcommit, and then I go like, oh, I've got so much to do, I'm stressed, I'm rushing around doing everything. So my doctor actually gave me this amazing breakdown, and so my morning routine is slowly changing, and funnily enough I keep it in my drawer, right, and I've actually got it here. I've got this bit of paper.
Okay.
Right. So I want to talk about this quickly now, because although this isn't something that I'm doing right now, it's something that I am going to be working on. And I found this really useful and really important. And so it's interesting that you talk about this. So he's saying that one of the biggest issues I have is lack of sleep. I use an app called Sleep Cycle. I don't know if you've heard of it. Yep. I don't know how good it is. I was getting about 7 hours sleep a night, and he was like, it's not enough. That will be up for arguments. I'm sure people will have different opinions on this, but he was saying that's not enough. he was saying that I should be aiming for about 8.5 hours to 9 hours sleep, ideally. So my structure in my mornings, which I'm working towards, will be to continue to get up at 6:30. He wants me to have a 60 to 90-second cold shower. I've tried. It is the hardest thing that I've ever had to try to do. And I've gone in and I've done it, and it is horrendous.
Have you had a look at the Wim Hof stuff?
No.
Have a look at Wim Hof stuff.
Okay.
He has a whole app that's revolves around basically cold immersion.
Right.
So they start with showers, and a lot of it is to do with your breathing. It's a lot to do with, and there's huge benefits to cold.
Yeah, this is what I've heard.
Yeah. So have a look at the Wim Hof stuff. Once we're off the podcast, I can.
Yeah, I'll note down some stuff.
Yeah.
Cold shower, 60 to 90 seconds. 7 o'clock, 30-minute dog walk with lids. 7:30 around, I'm going to be in the gym. 8:30, I'll be eating my breakfast, and then by 9, I'll be in the office.
Okay.
It's a tight frame, and I think I could just about squeeze that in the morning. At the minute, I'm achieving most of it, bar that cold shower, which I did start to try to do, and I need to do things that I enjoy to be able to sustain them. I don't enjoy it right yet.